Social media is SaaS, how trading in vanity metrics for revenues saved my soul. Oh, sorry. Social media is SaaS, how trading in vanity metrics for revenues saved my soul. And this is kind of the clickbaity title. The real journey I'm going to take you on is how I made the pivot and transition from running a social media-based company to a SaaS company that serves Canadian SMBs. So, I know everyone's eager to get to the bar, and I'm the last speaker today, but if you get anything out of the talk, it should be this. It doesn't matter what your business is, whether you sell spaceships or snow cones, there are 4 key metrics that sit at the heart of it. And those are profit, growth, cash, and market share. But beneath those sit an underlying set of things. And based on your business, these things will have different weights and importances. So what I'm proposing is, if you want to be successful and happy as an operator, as an employee, as an entrepreneur, align yourself with those things that are most important for your business. So how did I get here? The year before my last year of college, first year of university, I was presented with an opportunity. The government enacted this law. It said every dentist has to buy a machine that does X. I saw that there were 2 machines in the market. One was $3,000, one was $4,000, and they were essentially just these massive sediment tanks. I found a machine in Seattle. It cost $150. I imported them, sold them for $1,000. It was a great business. There was a great profit margin, provided me with enough cash and cash flow to grow the business. And in the 10 months where everyone was forced to buy one of these machines, I was able to get a little bit of market share, which was nice, and I was 18 and 19. But the underlying things that really mattered about this business were network marketing and trade shows. My mom's a dentist, so I spent all my time driving all around the city, installing these machines, talking to her friends, and then deploying myself at trade shows where we get huge amounts of customers in a short period of time. About 4 years ago, I was inspired by another opportunity, the democratization of information online through the internet and mobile phones. I saw this great opportunity where we could build a company that would own the democratization around sound. So we built an app that let anybody start a live audio podcast from their phone to anywhere online. It was a very sexy business. At the time, you didn't see the Instagram exits where it was 10 people and $1 billion exit, WhatsApp 30 people and 15 billion, but there was this crazy opportunity to scale. And throughout the 3.5, 4 years that I ran this business, what I found was that the 3 most important things were product, fundraising, and users. Product I love, fundraising not so much, and users were, it was kind of this thing that frustrated me because you couldn't get a firm grip on what that actually was. People said monthly active users, but who knows what that means. We had 3 million listens in a given month. Was that 100 people? Was that 100,000 people? Eventually the company sunsetted, and when I spent some time in thinking about the next business I wanted to start, instead of starting with the opportunity, I started looking at the things that not only I thought I could be good at, but that I would enjoy doing, and I came up with a list of 3. Those 3 things were a measurable benefit, so I wanted whatever product we built to have something in terms of a benefit I can measure for the customer. Revenue right off the bat, so that I didn't build this huge subset of customers and at the end of the day walk away with no value for the people who built the company. And also, I love building a team, so I wanted to be involved with something that built a great kind of family of people working on one singular product. And so starting at these secondary things, I ended up at building Humi HR. So it's kind of this perfect mix of all 3 things. It delivers this measurable benefit, and I think back to my days as a founder at the last 2 companies and how much administrative time was saved, it was spent on inane things that I'd never really wanted to do. It produced revenue right off the bat. And because it was a SaaS product, B2B, it involved growing a great team of people. And because we started there, we've been able to grow a really great business. So since starting outbound sales in September, We've been able to grow past 300 companies across the country who are using the software, which is amazing. We've hit over 6 figures in revenue, which is incredible because we didn't do a dime of revenue in 3.5 years in my last company. And the team, it's just been a pleasure to grow the team. And one thing I found is that looking ahead, recruiting the next 2, 3, 10 people, this has been one of the best joys for me. And so what I would say to all of you in thinking about your next business or your current business, look at the things underlying your business that really move the needle, align yourself with them. It'll make you happier on a day-to-day basis and really more successful overall. Thank you.
Questions? All right, we got one.
So your first business venture seems pretty interesting. You found a loophole, or not a loophole, but a mandatory thing that the government enforced, and you just made money off it? How can I do that? Because that's what I want to do.
Read the paper, talk to people you know. I would look at what Trump does and the massive destruction he lays in his wake, and I'm sure there's tons of opportunity there to grow business.
All right, thank you.